Today we are re-simming the entire Jordan era of basketball. Last time we did the Kobe era, the time before that we did the LeBron era, and the time before that we did the Curry era. But after this, the next up in the series is going back to 1983 and re-simming the entire NBA's history, which will take a long time and will be over multiple parts because that would be like a 6-hour video or longer, and I am really not interested in that. Actually, it'd probably be like a 12-hour video. Let's do a quick roster recap. You already know who's on the teams if you clicked on this video. We got Charles Barkley on the Sixers, Michael Adams on the Bullets. They're not the Wizards yet. They will be, later in the 90s. Obviously, we got the greatest basketball player ever, Michael Jordan. On the Chicago Bulls, Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant. But this is before they got Rodman, obviously. We got Mark Price on the Cavs, Brad Daugherty. Larry Legend on the Boston Celtics, along with Reggie Lewis, Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, Danny Manning on the Clippers. I also have Ron Harper, who I'm pretty sure he plays quite the role in the Bulls, the latter of the two three-peats. Dominique on the Atlanta Hawks, Kevin Willis as well. Glenn Rice on the Miami Heat. Charlotte has Larry Johnson, Kendall Gill. This is before, or they also have Del Curry and Muggsy Bogues, but this is before they had Alonzo Mourning. I believe he's in this draft class coming up, the 92 draft with Shaq. We got Diddy, John Stockton. We got Mitch Richmond. This was after Golden State. Okay. But Mitch Richmond is on the Sacramento Kings. We got Patrick Ewing on the New York Knicks, along with Mark Jackson. Also like John Starks, Charles Oakley. Lakers. This is like Showtime Lakers is still going strong here, but I'm pretty sure this is towards the end of their huge run. Obviously, they have James Worthy. They got Magic. Orlando is Nick Anderson. Scott Skiles broke the all-time assist record in a single game. I think he still holds that to this day. Rolando Blackman, we got on the Dallas Mavericks. Derek Harper. Mookie Blaylock on the New Jersey Nets. Drazen Petrovic, rest in peace. Or is it Petrovic? I think it's Petrovic. I don't know. Dikembe Mutombo on the Denver Nuggets. We also have Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. We got Reggie Miller on the Pacers. Isaiah Thomas on the Pistons. Joe Dumars. Dennis Rodman. Hakeem Olajuwon on the Rockets. David Robinson on the Spurs. Jeff Hornacek on the Phoenix Suns. Kevin Johnson. Supersonics got Sean Kemp, Ricky Pierce, a young Gary Payton as well. Timberwolves, they got Tony Campbell leading the way. By the looks of it, this is not a good team. I don't know exactly the year, but I know that they were one of the victims of the first three-peat. But we got Clyde Drexler, Terry Porter. Golden State, you got Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway. I mean, Chris Mullin, I know, was a bucket. Tim Hardaway was amazing. He was like not the originator of the crossover, but he, I'd say he was one of the people that made it famous. But with that, let's get right into simming this season. The 1992 MVP goes to Clyde the Glide. He averaged 30 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal and a half, and almost a block and a half. Larry Johnson, Rookie of the Year, 19 points, 11 rebounds. It's a really solid season, actually. Detlef Schrempf, 6th Man of the Year, 14 points, 8 rebounds off the bench, 38% from 3 is really solid. David Robinson, DPOY, 13 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3.5 blocks. Sean Kemp, MIP, 21 points, 13 rebounds, a steal, and 3 blocks. Lenny Wilkins wins Coach of the Year for the Cavs. The Cavs go 63-19. All NBA teams, we got Clyde, we got Michael Jordan, who put up 29 points a game, Charles Barkley, Diddy, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Tim Hardaway, John Stockton, Sean Kemp, Dominique Wilkins, and Patrick Ewing. Magic, Kevin Johnson, Scottie Pippen, Kevin Willis, and Brad Daugherty. All defensive teams, we got Mike, Clyde, Sean Kemp, Larry Nance, David Robinson. We also got Mookie Blaylock, we got John Stockton, Charles Barkley, Dennis Rodman, and Patrick Ewing. All rookie teams, we got Larry Johnson, Dikembe Mutombo, we got Kenny Anderson, Steve Smith, and Richard Dumas. Dumbass? I don't know. We also got Terrell Brandon, Billy Owens, Eric Murdoch, Victor Alexander, and Stacey Augmon. In the playoffs, we got the Trailblazers with the 1st seed, and we got the Bulls with the 1st seed in the East. That doesn't surprise me. The Cavs won 63 games and were the 3rd seed. That's very surprising. Let's get through the first round. It kind of caught me off guard for a second. I forgot that it's a best of 5, not 7 in this. They have some trouble with the New Jersey Nets, but they get it done in 5 games. Michael Jordan putting up 34, 10, and 7 with 4 steals as well. Really good efficiency. Now they face the Knicks, who swept the Pistons. Cavs get through the Hornets pretty easily. Celtics sweep the Hawks. Fair enough. This will be a really good matchup on both sides, actually. Over in the West, we got Trailblazers sweeping the Rockets. We got the Supersonics sweeping the Warriors. We got the Spurs sweeping the Suns, and we got the Jazz taking down the Lakers in Game 5. Jeff Mullen with 36 points, Diddy with 19, John Stockton with a crazy game, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 16 assists, Magic Johnson with 24, 8 and 14. Let's get through the second round now. In the West, we got a sweep for the Blazers. They're undefeated right now. The Spurs take down the Utah Jazz, and they make the conference finals against the Blazers. That's going to be kind of interesting, I won't lie. Over in the East, we got the Bulls sweeping the Knicks. That's a little bit surprising. Wow, Patrick Ewing had 37 points. That's crazy. Jordan had 40, though. We also had the Celtics and Cavs going to 7 games. That I kind of expected. Celtics are a very, very good team, obviously. And the Cavs, I mean, they won 63 games. But the Celtics come on top. They were the better team in the regular season and also a better team now, apparently. So they make it to the conference finals against the Chicago Bulls. Let's see what happens. And it is a double sweep. We got the Bulls sweeping the Celtics, and we got the Blazers sweeping the Spurs. This is the exact finals that happened in real life. Let's get through game 1. Let's see what happens. The Blazers kind of run away in the last second. Holy crap. Drexler with 40 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists. Terry Porter with 15 and 9. And they lead their team to a victory. In game 1, Michael Jordan with 42 points, Scottie Pippen with 20 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 blocks. Great game from both of them. But the Blazers take a 1-0 series lead. Let's get right into game 2. And wow, the Blazers kind of run away with this one. They started out on fire and then kind of tapered off, but then towards the end, they caught that fire again. Drexler with 32, 9 and 11, 3 steals and 3 blocks. It's a great game. Kevin Duckworth with 17 and 8. Jordan with 25 points, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Great game from him, but 5 for 14 is not great at all. And he also fouled out, and also Horace Grant fouled out, which is probably the reason why they lost, now that I think about it. Well, the Blazers go up 2-0. This is a very, I mean, it's surprising as in it's the Chicago Bulls, but it's not really surprising because the Blazers were the first seed. They remain undefeated so far. Let's get right into game 3 now. Okay, the Bulls respond. Drexler with 32, 7 and 7, 5 blocks. But Jordan with 31, 7 and 12 with 4 steals. Pippen with 14, 5 and 5, shot efficient, didn't foul out. Great bounce back game from the Bulls, and now they're only down by 1 in the series. But will the Blazers find themselves in a very comfortable position in a 3-1 lead, or will the Bulls tie this one up at 2? All right, we jump into the 92 finals. Chicago's up by 2. So will the Portland Trail Blazers be able to tie this one up? Wow. Oh, wait, they get it. Oh my gosh, Jordan almost forced a turnover right there. Drexler now has the ball up top. 35 seconds left on the clock. He sizes up. Drexler trying to find his way to the paint. Can't really get it. Terry Porter for 3. And he misses it. And the Bulls are going to get fouled, and they send Michael Jordan to the free throw line. MVP chants rain down on the GOAT, and Michael Jordan makes the first free throw. Can he make it a 2-possession game with this clutch free throw? For the 40 piece as well, but he misses it. Okay, the Blazers have another shot right here. Portland now. Looks like Horace Grant picked up. Terry Porter takes another shot, but makes it this time. What a shot by Terry Porter. That was contested as shit. If the Blazers win this, then history's already broken. Jordan's never been to a game 7 in the finals. So if they win this game, if the Blazers win this game, that history's broken. 15 seconds left in the game, actually closer to 10 now. Jordan up top, your screen up top. Jordan now, don't take a 3. If you take a 3, you're an idiot. Jordan, step back midi for the win, and he hits it! Michael Jordan wins the, well, not wins the game yet. 0.8 seconds left. 0.8 seconds left. Are they going to go to Terry Porter or Clyde? Clyde for the win. Oh my gosh, he almost made it. Michael Jordan with the game winner for the Chicago Bulls. Jordan with 41 points, 7 assists, 5 steals. Scottie with 20 points. Drexler with 27. But now the Chicago Bulls tied this series, and we're tied at 2. Let's get right into game 5. We jump in, tied at 107 apiece, 42 seconds left. Scottie Pippen's at the line. Let's see if he can hit this one. And he misses it, 77%. Second free throw by Pippen, and it goes. Gets it down to Drexler, being guarded by Jordan. Drexler post fade over Jordan, and he misses it. They're kind of in a weird position now. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. BJ Armstrong now. He has to take a shot. Fadeaway 3 for Armstrong, and he misses it. And the Blazers call a timeout with 5 seconds remaining. 5.3 seconds left in this one. Drexler has it now with the game on the line here. Drexler for the win, and he misses it. Why would he shoot the 3? I don't understand why he's shooting the 3 right there. That just makes no sense. I mean, you have Jordan on you, so it's going to be difficult, but get to the cup, call for a screen, do something. But the Chicago Bulls take this one. Drexler with 33, 7 and 10, 2 steals, 3 3 blocks, an amazing game. Jordan with 32, 7, and 7. Another great game. Scotty had a great game too. Holy shit, 4 steals as well. Great offensive stats. But the Chicago Bulls take game 5 and take a 3-2 series lead. Will they close this series out, or will the Blazers stay alive to force game 7 for the first time in Michael Jordan's final history? Let's get into it right now. Wow, okay, the Blazers take this one. 34 points for Drexler, Cliff Robinson with 22, Terry Porter with a nice double-double, Jordan with 36. The next leading scorer was 11 from a guy who played 13 minutes. Yeah, Pippen didn't show up in that game at all. Horace Grant definitely didn't show up. The bottom line is the Blazers tie this series up and force a game 7. The Bulls pull away in the final minutes. Drexler had 49, 11, and 7. That's an amazing game. Jordan had 40 points, 7 assists, 3 steals. And the Chicago Bulls, although it took them 7 games, they get their back-to-back championships, led by Michael Jordan, 35 points per game. Draft lottery now. Who gets the first pick? The Dallas Mavericks get the first pick. They play their cards right. They got themselves Shaq. But the Pacers have the second pick, and the Denver Nuggets have the third pick. With the first pick in the 92 draft, the Dallas Mavericks select... Are we dead ass? Latrell Sprewell? I know he was a great player, but better than Shaq? Not to sound like Jimmy Butler, but you're taking Latrell Sprewell over me? With the second pick, the Pacers select Okay, I was about to say they select Shaq, so now they have Shaq and Reggie Miller. This team is going to be a dynasty if they play their cards right. With the third pick, the Nuggets select Todd Day. I mean, I guess. The Magic now select Alonzo Mourning. Oh my gosh. That's actually hilarious that he goes to the Magic. Now the fifth pick, Christian Laettner goes to the T-Wolves. I'm pretty sure he went there in real life. We had Jim Jackson go to the Clippers at 11. Robert Horry to the Denver Nuggets at 14. John Barry went to the Spurs. Okay, we got Charles Barkley, a free agent. We got Reggie Miller as a free agent too. The Bulls re-signed Horace Grant. Kenny Smith stays on the Rockets. Oh my gosh. Charles Barkley signs to the Magic. John Starks signs to the, or re-signs with the Knicks, I should say. Reggie Miller signs with the Heat? But at the same time, was it worth it? Because you had Shaq there waiting for you in Indiana. Really? Shaq wins Rookie of the Year, 24 points, 9 rebounds, a steal and 3.5 blocks, 53% from the free throw line. Good lord. Rick Smits wins Sixth Man of the Year, basically 18 points off the bench, 6 rebounds as well. David Robinson, DPOY, 12 rebounds, 2 steals and 3.5 blocks again. Steve Henson, MIP, 8 points, 6 assists. That's not bad at all. Shooting percentages, Lou Burton for the Charlotte Hornets, as the Charlotte Hornets win 64 games. It's crazy. All NBA teams, we got Mike, we got Clyde Drexler, Charles Barkley, and Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm still kind of shocked that Charles Barkley's on the Magic now. We also got Magic Johnson, John Stockton, Sean Kemp, Larry Johnson, and Patrick Ewing. All NBA third team, we got Tim Hardaway Jr. That's not Tim Hardaway Jr., that's Tim Hardaway Sr. Isaiah Thomas, Christian Laettner, okay, in his rookie season. He's putting up 22 and 10, wow. Scottie Pippen and Shaquille O'Neal. All defensive teams, we got Mike, Clyde, Sean Kemp, Lionel Simmons, and David Robinson. John Stockton, Michael Williams, Scottie Pippen, Larry Nance, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Our rookie teams, we got Shaq, Christian Laettner, Steve Rogers, Todd Day, Alonzo Mourning, who on the Magic put up 14 and 8. That's respectable. Latrell Sprewell, Derek Martin, Walt Williams, Malik Sealy, and LaFonso Ellis. We have the Utah Jazz with the first seed in the West. We have the Charlotte Hornets with the first seed in the East. The Bulls are the third seed. Either way, let's get through the first round. I guess it doesn't matter. The Bulls swept through the first round. They beat the Miami Heat. Also, the Magic didn't make the playoffs. How? Charlotte Hornets, they get through the first round, but it's the equivalent of a game 7. In the West, though, Utah takes down the Rockets in game 5. Blazers sweep the Warriors. Lakers with a gentleman sweep, and the Supersonics sweep the Clippers. Let's get right in through the second round. Oh, wow, okay. Well, the Lakers' hopes are just out of the window now. They get swept in the second round by the Supersonics, the second seed, and the first seed Jazz take down the Blazers, the team that made the finals last year. Over in the East, we got the Charlotte Hornets taking down the Cavs in 7, and we got the Bulls taking down the New Jersey Nets in 6 games. So let's get right through the conference finals. Okay, the Charlotte Hornets take down the Bulls. Michael Jordan with 27 points. PJ Brown leads the way with 21 and 10. Del Curry, Kendall Gill, and the Hornets make the finals against the Supersonics. Okay, so the Supersonics, I mean, Sean Kemp put up 20. Wow, he had a triple-double. 26, 10, and 10 blocks. That's insane, huh? Crazy how he had 13. Now we have the Charlotte Hornets and the Seattle Supersonics in the 93 finals, so the Jordan three-peat is no longer. Let's see what happens, man. And the Sonics take this one. Kendall Gill with 25, Larry Johnson with 24, but Gary Payton with 26, 8, and 5 to lead the way. And the Supersonics take game 1 of the NBA Finals. Let's get into game 2. Kendall Gill with 21 points leading the way. Larry Johnson, solid game, but it does not matter. Ricky Pierce with 25 points. Sean Kemp with 14 points. He fouled out in 23 minutes. That sucks. Gary Payton also fouled out in 30 minutes, but he shot 3 for 12. That's kind of booty. But it doesn't matter. The Supersonics have depth, and they won them the game for them. And now they have a 2-0 series lead in the finals. Can they take a 3-0 series lead, or will the Hornets show some life? I asked if the Hornets were going to show any life, and that's exactly what they did. They took game 3, Kendall Gill with 24, Del Curry with 24, Muggsy Bogues with a double-double, 4 steals as well, Larry Johnson with a nice double-double, and they get it done. It's now 2-1. They have a chance to tie this series with a game right here, or the Supersonics have a chance to take a 3-1 series lead. Wow, what a brutal game for the Supersonics. That was crazy. Kendall Gill with 33 points, Del Curry with 23, Larry Johnson with 20 and 12, Sean Kemp with 21. He was the only one really doing something. And now the Hornets tied this series up. Let's jump right into game 5. The Hornets kind of pull away towards the end. Kendall Gill, holy shit, bro. This dude's a bucket. He shot 14 free throws this game, too. That's crazy. 29 points, though. 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Larry Johnson with 23 and 13. I guess in this, we won't have the beef between Larry Johnson and Alonzo Mourning. Sean Kemp with 19 and 10. Where is Gary Payton? 6 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 for 14. Wow. That is not good enough. And the Hornets now, we're down 2-0, and now they're up 3-2 in the series. Will they close this one out? Or will the Supersonics decide to show some life after the first 2 games? And they do exactly that, taking this one. They force a game 7. Kendall Gill with 33 points, 5 steals. But Ricky Pierce with 20. Sean Kemp with 19 and 10. 3 steals and 4 blocks. Eddie Johnson with 19. Gary Payton with 13 points and 20 assists. He had 4 steals, 9 turnovers, which is pretty bad. But the fact that he got 20 assists kind of makes up for it. And the Supersonics take this one. And they force a game 7 in the NBA Finals. Let's get right into it. It got close towards the final second. Kendall Gill with 37 points. Larry Johnson with 25 and 11. Sean Kemp with 28 and 13. But the Charlotte Hornets win the 1993 NBA championship led by Kendall Gill, obviously. I mean, look at the shooting splits. 29 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2 steals and a block. I mean, he played like a stud. He was amazing this entire series. Got Robert Parrish retiring after 17 years. Danny Ainge also calling it a career. Now the draft lottery of the 93 draft. The first pick goes to the Sixers, followed by the Kings and the Magic. Magic have a chance to build. They have Alonzo Mourning. They have Charles Barkley. This team, if they draft right, man, this team could be disgusting in the next little while. The Magic are projected to get Penny Hardaway, which is, I mean, that's who they had in real life. Can you imagine Penny Hardaway, Charles Barkley, and Alonzo Mourning all in their primes together? I mean, Penny and Shaq was lethal. With the first pick in the 93 draft, the Sixers select Chris Webber out of Michigan. That's probably their best pick. He was in Philly during the, I believe, mid-2000s. Now with the second pick, the Kings select Penny Hardaway out of Memphis. They steal him from the Magic. That's a good pickup, I won't lie. But now the Magic select with the third pick Vin Baker. They select another power forward. They have a lot of big men. Vin Baker's amazing, though. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He was the KG before KGs. And if you don't know, then do your research. Vin Baker was a beast. With the fourth pick, the Mavericks select Rodney Rogers out of Wake Forest. Okay. Now the Timberwolves with the fifth pick select Jamal Mashburn. Did he? No, he went to the Mavericks, didn't he? All I know is he had that weird jump shot a little. It was a little weird. Isaiah Ryder goes to the Washington Bullets. Allen Houston joins the Pacers. That's a solid pickup. That's good depth for Shaq right there. Even though Allen Houston wasn't a role player by any means, but that's a pretty damn good pick. Nick Van Exel to the Clippers. That's backwards. All right, Dennis Rodman is a free agent along with Hershey Hawkins, Kevin Willis, Vlade Divac. The Bucks re-sign Moses Malone. Mark Eaton stays on the Jazz. Mark Jackson stays on the Knicks. Vlade stays on the Lakers. Muggsy Bogues stays on the Hornets, trying to run it back. Kevin Willis re-signs with the Hawks. Vernon Maxwell re-signs to the Rockets. Rod Strickland re-signs with the Spurs. And the 1994 MVP goes to Michael Jordan. 29 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, and a block. Chris Webber wins Rookie of the Year. 23 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal and a half, and almost 2 blocks a game. Vin Baker wins 6th Man of the Year as a rookie. Didn't Ben Gordon do that? Either way, he put up about 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal and a block. And DPOY goes to MJ. 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block. Latrell Sprewell wins MIP. 19 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks a game. And the Charlotte Hornets go 63-19. Here are the All-NBA teams. Pause through if you'd like. The first seed in the West is obviously the Utah Jazz. The Charlotte Hornets have the first seed in the East. This is the exact same as last year. The Bulls are also the third seed like last year. Let's get through the first round. In the West, we got the 8th seed Nuggets taking down the first seed Jazz as they choke in the playoffs. The Lakers sweep the Kings. The Warriors get past the Supersonics. And we have the 7th seed Spurs upsetting the 2nd seed Blazers. That's insane. Over in the East, we got a sweep of the 4th seed and the 1st seed and the 2nd seed. But the Bulls, they kind of have a problem taking down Miami. They get it done in 5 games though, and they make the 2nd round. Let's sim through it. The Bulls get bounced in the 2nd round in 7 games to the New Jersey Nets. The Hornets easily get past the Pacers in a gentleman's sweep. The Lakers get past the Nuggets in a gentleman's sweep. That's easy enough. And the Spurs take down the 3rd seed Warriors in 7. So we have the 4th and 7th seed in the West, and then we have the 1st and 2nd in the East. Let's get through the conference finals. And the Charlotte Hornets get it done for the 2nd year in a row, looking for the back-to-back titles. And the Lakers sweep their way into the finals for the first time so far in this sim. Let's see what happens in game 1. And the Lakers take this one. Larry Johnson with 37 points, Kendall Gill with 27, but James Worthy with 24 points, Divac with 23 points, and they lead the way to victory. The Lakers take game 1. Let's get into game 2. Wow. The Hornets absolutely blew this out of the water. Lakers went out sad. Kendall Gill with 21, Larry Johnson with 18, James Worthy with 14 and 13, and that's their leading score. That's not a good sign. The Hornets tie the series up now. That was a slaughter fest, I'm not gonna lie. We jump into game 3 here. It is a 1-point game for the Lakers. There's 25 seconds left. The tallest point guard versus the shortest point guard. Screen up top. Muggsy Bogues now with 5. Wait. A defensive 3-second violation. And Del Curry's at the free throw line. First free throw. And it goes. They tie the game. And they keep possession. Wait a minute. Del Curry now. With 3, with 2, Gill for the win! And he just misses it! And now we go to overtime. I will sim overtime and simcast and jump in if I need to. Oh, for fuck's sake. I didn't mean to press A again. Damn it. The Hornets take this one. James Worthy with 34 points. Magic Johnson with 25, 8 and 16. Kendall Gill with 26, 7 and 7. Larry Johnson with 26 and 13. And with that, the Hornets take game 3. But let's see what happens in game 4. The Hornets take game 4 as well. Larry Johnson with 29 and 14. Kendall Gill with 23 points leading the way. Magic Johnson with a 22-point triple-double, 15 assists, 10 rebounds. James Worthy with 20 points, but it's not good enough. The Hornets take a 3-1 series lead. The Lakers are in a very tough spot right now. And with that, the Charlotte Hornets win the '94 NBA championship, led by Kendall Gill once again, averaging 25, 4 and 5 with 2 steals and half a block a game. Really good shooting splits as well. And now the draft lottery, the first pick goes to the Timberwolves, followed by the Sixers and the Celtics. That's surprising that the Celtics got in there. Okay, we have the Jason Kidd draft with Glenn Robinson, Grant Hill. With the first pick in the '94 draft, the Timberwolves select Jason Kidd out of California. That's the best option. The Sixers with the second pick select Glenn Robinson out of Purdue. That's, I mean, fair enough. He was a great player. And with the third pick, the Celtics select Grant Hill out of Duke. I'm excited to see what he can do, man. Injuries hopefully don't plague his career the same way they did in real life. And now the Bucks select Carlos Rogers out of Tennessee State. The Mavericks now at the 5th pick select Donyell Marshall out of Connecticut. That's a W pick. He was a really solid role player for a while there. Now we got Jawan Howard going to the Pistons. Eddie Jones going to the Clippers. Free agencies led by Drazen Petrovic. We also got Dennis Rodman. Last year he signed to Indiana, obviously. Okay, Terrell Brandon re-signs to the Cavs. That's kind of big. Drazen Petrovic re-signs to the Nets. Doug Christie re-signs to the Suns. Bernard King re-signs to the Mavericks. I guess he went there. Dennis Rodman just didn't sign with a team. Terry Mills, 26 years old, 86 overall, and he didn't get a single offer? That's weird as hell, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, Chris Webber wins the 95 MVP. 25 points, 11 rebounds is a really good stat line, man. This is his 2nd season and he's winning MVP already. That's insane. Jason Kidd wins Rookie of the Year, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals as well. Mookie Blaylock, 6th Man of the Year, 14 points, 8 rebounds. That's not rebounds, that's assists. And 2 steals off the bench. Hakeem Olajuwon, DPOY. He had 11 rebounds a game, 2 steals, 3.5, almost 4 blocks a game, bro. What the hell? Jamal Mashburn, MIP, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Not bad at all. The Hornets coach won Coach of the Year again. They were first in their division, first in their conference. All NBA teams if you guys care. So the first seed in the East is obviously the Charlotte Hornets. They seem to be dominating everything so far. And we have the Seattle Supersonics in the West. Let's get through the first round. We have the Supersonics taking down the Blazers in 5. We have the Clippers taking down the Warriors in 5. The Kings taking down the 3rd seed Nuggets in 4. The Jazz take down the Suns in 4 as well. We have, Shaq leads the way with 35 points. I can't believe it. The Pacers swept the 1st seed. Orlando taking down the Bulls in 4. Sixers sweeping the Pistons, and the New Jersey Nets taking down the Miami Heat. We got the Pacers are on a legacy run right here. I don't know what to say, man. They just kicked out Orlando, and now they made the conference finals. The Sixers are, I mean, they swept. They're undefeated right now. They have MVP Chris Webber, so it makes sense. In the West, we have the Clippers taking down the Supersonics in 6, and we have the Jazz taking down the Kings in 6 as well. So let's see what happens in the conference finals. Oh my gosh, we have the 4th seed Clippers taking on the 8th seed Pacers. The Pacers take down MVP Chris Webber in 7. Shaq with 32 and 10. He's averaging 24 and 11 in the playoffs. I don't even know what to say. Let's see what happens in game 1. All right, jump into game 1 of the... No, we're in the 95. We're in the 95 finals. Ron Harper takes it in, lays it up, and it's in. Okay. Well, it's now a 1-point game. The Pacers... Oh, is that Allen Houston? He's in. Oh, he just pulls it. And he makes it. Okay. That was kind of crazy. Williams. Who the hell do the Clippers even have? Williams just pops it and misses it. Schrempf with the rebound. And they have to play the foul game. That's weird, man. I feel like they could have done something better there. Schrempf first free throw. If he makes both, I'm going to just sim to the end because, I mean, they're not coming back. Schrempf now second free throw, and it drops. And with that, I'm pretty sure the Pacers will take this one. Unless a 3. If they can get a 3 here, there's a chance, but we'll see what they do. Jackson for 3. Oh my gosh, he laced it. What a shot. Michael Williams at the line now, 24% from the field. That's ass. But he still gets the first one to drop. It's a 2-possession game. Williams now gets the second one to go. And the Clippers, I mean, I'm staying. Who knows? They've just firing, so who knows? Maybe something will happen. Majerle, I don't even know how you pronounce it. It's over. Ron Harper leads away with 23 points. It was Jim Jackson, that's who it was. Shaq with 29 points. Allen Houston with 18 with a clutch 3 as well. You can see it right there in the replay. And now the Pacers take a 1-0 series lead. Game 2, let's see what happens here. Clippers take game 2 here. Danny Manning leading the way with 18 points. Not a bad efficiency night at all. 50%, 70% from the free throw line. You know, could be better, but they won the game. Who cares? Rick Smits leads the way for the Pacers. Shaq had a good game, but a little less than normal. They kind of contained him, and that's crazy saying that 19 and 16 is containing Shaq, but it is sort of. Let's see what happens in game 3 now. It is a 1-1 series. And the Pacers dominate. Allen Houston with 19, Shaq with 19 and 13, 5 blocks. Rick Smits with 19 and 6 with 4 blocks. Double-double for Michael Williams as well. Almost a double-double for Chuck Person. Man, they just have a lot of depth. That's all I'm going to say. This game, their depth really showed through, and they're up 2-1 in the series. Let's get into game 4. The Clippers kind of came back towards the end there, but the Pacers get it done. Henry Williams with 22, but Shaq leading the way with 29 and 13. Chuck Person with 28. Allen Houston with 22 points. Put a really solid defensive game as well. 6 for 8 from 3. The Pacers take a 3-1 series lead. Will the Clippers fight back, or will the Pacers ice this series? Let's get into it. And the Pacers get it done. Chuck Person leading the way with 24 points. And the Indiana Pacers win the 1995 NBA championship, led by Shaq, averaging 22, 11, and 3.5 blocks a game. Moses Malone finally calls it a career, 40 years old. Tom Chambers, Buck Williams as well, Kiki Vanderway. All right, draft lottery. This is the Kevin Garnett draft class. Let's see who gets the first pick. The Milwaukee Bucks do, followed by the Washington Bullets and the New York Knicks. That's going to be, let's see where KG ends up, man. We also have an expansion draft as well. The Raptors and the Vancouver Grizzlies, they come in now. 2 Canadian expansion teams. Obviously, one of them is still standing to this day. The other team folded and moved to Memphis. With the first pick in the 95 draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Joe Smith out of Maryland. Oh my goodness. They're seriously just going to pass up on KG. I mean, hey, okay, I'm going to put it this way. So, when I resim the entire NBA in 2K24, Joe Smith was a dog, bro. He helped the Lakers win like 4 championships, so maybe he'll do the same thing for the Bucks. Who knows? With the second pick, the Bullets select Kevin Garnett out of high school. Okay, he goes to Washington. That's going to be very interesting. Now the Knicks with the third pick select Antonio McDyess out of Alabama. He was really solid for a while there. Now the Raptors with the fourth pick select Jerry Stackhouse. That's a W pickup, I'm not gonna lie. And now the Vancouver Grizzlies select Michael Finley. He was really solid there for a while. Big Country went to the Dallas Mavericks. That's kind of ironic. Brent Berry to the Cavs. Damon Stoudemire to the Rockets. Purvis Ellison leads this free agency pool. Not too many people really of notability. I mean, I can't believe Dennis Rodman. Oh, he did get signed by the Bucks. Okay. Whoa, wait a damn minute. Christian Laettner wins MVP? Are we dead ass? 26 points, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks a game. If he did this in real life, oh man. I mean, he was solid, don't get me wrong, but I feel like he didn't do anything like this. KG wins Rookie of the Year, to no one's surprise. 21 and 10, 5 assists as well, steal and 2.5 blocks, really solid. Ron Harper, 6th Man of the Year, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Hakeem Olajuwon, DPOY, 20 points, 13 rebounds, 4 blocks a game and 2 steals. That is ridiculous. Keith Webster wins MIP, 16 points for the Toronto Raptors, 3% from 3, damn. And Coach of the Year goes to Lou Burton, again. All NBA teams if you guys care. Wait a damn minute, I care. Malik Sealy, 17 points a game? That's crazy. In the West, well, actually, it's the same thing as before. Charlotte in the East and Utah in the West. Let's see what happens in the first round. Oh, wow. Okay, the Supersonics kind of they stole that away from the Jazz. That's crazy. We got a sweep for the Timberwolves. We got a sweep for the Clippers over the Lakers. That's surprising. And the Portland Trailblazers take down the Nuggets. Over in the East, we got a sweep for the Hornets, as very much so expected. A sweep for the Miami Heat. A sweep for the Orlando Magic. And a 4-game gentleman's sweep for the Sixers. Let's get through the second round. And the Orlando Magic take down the Sixers in 6 games. The Hornets take down the Heat in 5. Over in the West, we got the Timberwolves sweeping the 8th seed, and we got the Blazers taking down the Clippers in 7. So now we got the Timberwolves and Blazers in the West, and then we got the Hornets and the Magic in the East. Let's get through the conference finals. Okay, 4-0, a big sweep for the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves are on a tear right now. They're undefeated, and they're the 4th seed. And over in the East, we got the Hornets obviously making the finals again. I mean, how many years in a row is this? The Magic, I'm so surprised they didn't make it. I mean, they have a really solid team. This Hornets team has already won 2 championships. Then last year, obviously, they didn't win it. But this season, they have a chance to win. I mean, they're pulling the Bulls. I'm not going to lie. They're pulling a Chicago Bulls-esque type of run. You know what I mean? Let's get into game 1. What just happened? Well, it was 35-12 at the end of 1. Christian Laettner's a beast. This dude put up 34 and 16 with 4 blocks. Jason Kidd with 19 and 11. Jamal Mashburn with 18 and 10. Wow, this team has really turned themselves around. Christian Laettner's a stud. Jason Kidd and Jamal Mashburn. I mean, I guess if you got Jason Kidd dishing you the rock, and it's probably pretty easy, but that's crazy, bro. Game 1 is an absolute blowout. I can't believe that. We got to see what happens in game 2, man. The Hornets respond. Kendall Gill with 27 points, 8 assists. Not bad at all. PJ Brown with 18. David Wesley with 17. A lot of depth scoring. Wow, they had a lot of people with over double-digit points. Christian Laettner with 32 and 15. Jamal Mashburn with 20 points. Hey, it's a solid game, but the Hornets tie the series. They set the record straight. They set the standard of how they need to play this team. Let's get into game 3. The Timberwolves another blowout, man. What the hell? Oh, that could be tough. Larry Johnson, okay, sore right knee. That's not bad for an injury. He had 15 and 10. Christian Laettner with an amazing game again, 28, 13 and 5, 7 blocks. Jamal Mashburn with 22. Doug West with 19. Jason Kidd with 10 and 10, 6 steals. Man, Timberwolves are up 2-1 in the series. Can they go up 3-1, or will the Hornets tie this one? Let's find out. And the Timberwolves take this one. Larry Johnson's playing through his injuries, actually playing really well too. Jason Kidd leads the way with 27 points. Christian Laettner with 26 and 10. Jamal Mashburn 13 points. And now the Timberwolves go up 3-1 in the series. Do they pull off a gentleman's sweep here, or will the Charlotte Hornets stay alive? Let's find out right away. The Hornets stay alive. Larry Johnson's back. He had 22 points. David Wesley had 20. Kendall Gill was 16. Ooh, that is not good. Jason Kidd gets injured. Broken left foot. He's done for the year. This is, I mean, that's the heart and soul of their offense right there. They got Christian Laettner, of course. Obviously, Doug West. When you got Jason Kidd out of the lineup, man, you're going to play differently. That is not good. Hopefully, they can come back from that, but the Hornets need to pounce on this. I'm not going to lie. The Hornets need to pounce on this. It's do or die for the Hornets right now. The Timberwolves have a chance to close the series out. Will they get it done? And the Hornets capitalize. Kendall Gill with 32 points. Del Curry with 27 points. Christian Laettner had 38 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Doug West had 28, but it's not good enough. The Hornets capitalize and pounce on the fact that Jason Kidd was injured. Let's see. Game 7 now. Let's see what happens. an absolute blowout. Almost like the Chris Paul and the Rockets type thing, except they never made the finals. It was the conference finals that the same thing happened. Like, I'm convinced personally that the Rockets were beating the Warriors that year if Chris Paul didn't go down with an injury, but he did. And the course of that whole entire series was completely shifted. And that's kind of what happened with the Timberwolves. They were up 3-1. They blew the series lead. Kendall Gill with 34 points, PJ Brown with 19 and 14, Christian Laettner 20 and 11, but it's not good enough. And with that, the Charlotte Hornets have won their third NBA championship in 4 seasons, led by, wow, okay, they give the finals MVP to the player on the losing team, Christian Laettner. I mean, he deserves it in the sense that, like, he went crazy, bro. 28 points, 13 rebounds, 4 blocks a game. They haven't done that since, like, what, Elgin Baylor? Magic Johnson officially calls it a career. So does Bernard King, Bill Laimbeer, Kevin McHale, and Eddie Johnson. All right, now we get into the draft lottery. This is one of the greatest draft classes of all time. The 96 draft. This is with Kobe, Steve Nash, Allen Iverson, you name it. The first pick goes to the Warriors, followed by the Raptors and the Bulls. Wait a minute. Michael Jordan's still in the damn Bulls. How are they that bad? Now with the first pick in the 96 draft, the Warriors select Kobe Bryant out of Lower Merion. Oh man, rest in peace to the Black Mamba. My second favorite player of all time behind Melo. Now the Raptors with the second pick select Steve Nash out of Santa Clara. Oh my gosh. Okay, Steve Nash goes home. Now the Bulls with the third pick. You can't go wrong unless you do. Bulls, please don't fuck up. Allen Iverson out of Georgetown. I wonder if he's going to be the point guard. So they're going to have Iverson, Jordan, Pippen, and then their forwards. I don't know who they are, but now the Vancouver Grizzlies with the fourth pick select Stephon Marbury out of Georgia Tech. That is very, very solid. And the fifth pick, the Dallas Mavericks select Ray Allen out of Connecticut. There you go. One of the greatest shooters of all time. In my opinion, the second greatest shooter of all time behind, of course, Stephen Curry, who is undoubtedly, undebatably the greatest shooter to ever touch a basketball in the world. Marcus Camby goes at 6 to the Celtics. Ben Wallace at 7 to the Bucks. Sharif Abdul-Rahim goes 11th to the Pacers. Pedro Stojakovic to the Suns at 12. Antoine Walker to the Spurs at 13. Jermaine O'Neal to the Knicks at 15. Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Big Z, goes to the Supersonics at 16. Shaq leads the way in this free agency class, followed by Alonzo Mourning, Latrell Sprewell, who's a 93 overall. Christian Laettner also. Patrick Ewing. This is very stacked. Latrell Sprewell returns to the Mavericks. I mean, he's a 93 overall. This team is going to be good in the future. They have a really solid core. Shaq re-signs to the Pacers. Robert Horry signs to the Denver Nuggets. He's been there his whole career so far. That's also an amazing team. Doug Christie re-signs to the Suns. Rick Smits re-signs to the Pacers. Alonzo Mourning re-signs to the Magic. And the Timberwolves keep Christian Laettner. Very smart of them. Whoa. The Raptors signed Patrick Ewing. I mean, he's 34 years old, but like, he's still Patrick Ewing. He's an 89 overall. He got Steve Nash feeding him the ball now. Jerry Stackhouse, also a really solid player. Horace Grant signs to the Warriors. Was he always there? No, he was not. He leaves the Bulls. He joins Kobe. Man, this team is disgusting, bro. Tim Hardaway, Kobe, Chris Mullin, Horace Grant. Man. Chris Webber takes home his second MVP. 28 points, 12 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 1.5 steals, and 2 blocks a game. Steve Nash, Rookie of the Year, 17 points, 10 assists. Allen Iverson, 6th Man of the Year as a rookie. AI averaged 19 points. 4 assists, 2 steals off the bench. So I guess he is backing up Michael Jordan. But I mean, that's an amazing 6th man right there. I'm not gonna lie. As long as Jordan's there, as long as he's a lower overall than Jordan, he's gonna win 6th man of the year, I think. Hakeem Olajuwon, DPOY. This is like what, his 3rd, 4th maybe. 2 steals, 3.5 blocks a game, 14 rebounds. Deserving, man. Kurt Thomas wins MIP, 5 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal and a block. I mean, okay. 37%. Look at the shooting splits, man. Get them out. And the 76ers go 72-10. That's just crazy. Here are the All-NBA teams if you care. In the West, we have the Timberwolves taking home the 1st seed, and in the East, we have the Sixers. Let's get through the first round. The Timberwolves with a sweep, the Jazz with a sweep, the Kings take down the Blazers in 6. That's 5, I can count. And the Clippers sweep the Warriors. In the East, we have the Sixers with a gentleman's sweep. We have the Hornets sweeping the Bullets. The Magic take down the Pacers in 5 games. Shaq goes out. It's not only Alonzo Mourning. I keep forgetting. It's Charles Barkley, too. Shaq did not go out sad, by the way. Shaq had 24, 11, and 4 blocks. And the Chicago Bulls take down the New York Knicks. Michael Jordan is not as offensively dominant. you could say. But that leaves room for Allen Iverson to pick up the slack. Now let's get through the second round. And Chicago gets bounced in 7 by the Magic. Actually, Scotty had a really good game. Alonzo Mourning with 24 and 16. Wow, Nick Anderson had a great game. Charles Barkley had a good game. Vin Baker. And Charlotte with a gentleman's sweep over the Sixers. They have Chris Webber. They have the MVP. 2-time MVP, might I add. But they just cannot get past him. Over in the West, we got the Timberwolves with a gentleman's sweep over the Jazz, looking to make the finals for the second straight season. And we have a sweep for the Kings. Wow, okay. Kings obviously have Mitch Richmond, Penny Hardaway, and a couple, you know, they have solid role players as well, actually. We got the Timberwolves and the Kings in the West, and we have the Magic and the Hornets in the East. The Timberwolves sweep. They lost one game so far in the whole playoffs. They sweep the Kings, and the Magic with a gentleman's sweep over the Hornets. Charles Barkley's on a mission this year, man. But now we got the Timberwolves facing off against the Orlando Magic in the NBA Finals. Let's see what happens in game 1. It ended up being a 3-point game, but it was a 2-possession game for the longest time up until the final seconds. But we have Christian Laettner goes down with an injury. Please be like a sore leg back spasms. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, those can be really bad. But he put up 25 and 16. Jason Kidd had 12 points. I mean, he didn't do bad at all. Jamal Mashburn with 14. Charles Barkley with 32, 9 and 11. Vin Baker with 17. Nick Anderson with 15 as well. That's a great game, and the Timberwolves narrowly take that one. Game 2, let's go. And the Timberwolves walk away with it. Doug West with 23 points. Christian Laettner with 17 and 8. 5 blocks as well. Oliver Miller. Oh, man. Rest in peace, bro. He just passed away, I think not even a week ago. Rest in peace, Oliver Miller, man. Charles Barkley for the Magic. 26, 13 and 7. Great game from him. Alonzo Mourning did really good, too. Scott Skiles with 11 and 13. But it's not enough. The Timberwolves take a 2-0 series lead. Let's get right into game 3. And the Timberwolves low-key blow them out 19. Yeah, it is 19 points. Christian Laettner with 25, 11 and 5, 5 blocks again. This dude's a defensive beast, bro. I'm gonna be honest. He's been averaging 3 blocks a game his whole career pretty much. The Timberwolves go up 3-0, and it's win or go home for the Magic. And it was a 3-point game. Oh my gosh, Christian Laettner with 40 points, but it was a 3-point game. The Timberwolves were up by a multi-possession game, so I didn't jump in. But then obviously they came back in the last 2 seconds of the game. But Charles Barkley with almost a triple-double. This dude's a stud, bro. This dude's been playing like a beast. But it is not good enough, and the Timberwolves win one. Christian Laettner wins his second Finals MVP, although this is his first NBA championship. 27 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 4 blocks a game. Rolando Blackman retires at 38 years old. Dale Ellis at 36. Now the draft lottery, the 97 draft. The Cavs get the first pick, followed by the Pistons and the Phoenix Suns. Now with the first pick in the 97 draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Tim Duncan out of Wake Forest. I wouldn't have had it any other way. Tim Duncan's the best player in this draft class without a doubt in my mind. The Pistons now with the second pick select Chauncey Billups. He went to Detroit eventually, but he wasn't drafted by them. Phoenix Suns with the third pick select Tracy McGrady out of high school. W pick for them. Vancouver now with the fourth pick selects Keith Van Horn. I mean, he was pretty solid on the Nets for a while there, I'm pretty sure. Now at the fifth pick, the Atlanta Hawks select Steven Jackson out of Oak Hill. Alvin Williams, Raptors legend, goes to the Dallas Mavericks at 9. Now Chris Webber is a free agent, followed by Penny Hardaway, Vin Baker, Dikembe Mutombo, and a bunch of other people. This is very deep as well. Chris Webber's he's won 2 MVPs. He's a 3-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year. Done it all with the Philadelphia 76ers. Is he sick of the lack of deep playoff runs? Maybe that'll influence him to go somewhere else. Who knows? Maybe he'll stay. Vin Baker stays on the Magic. This is a crazy front court. Okay, so they have Charles Barkley starting at the small four. That's probably the best case scenario. They have Scott Skiles, Nick Anderson, Charles Barkley, Vin Baker, and Alonzo Mourning as their starters. That is absolutely amazing. Allen Houston re-signs to the Pacers. Derek Coleman stays on the Nets. Chris Webber stays with the 76ers for 5 years. That's solid on their part. Penny Hardaway stays on the Kings. Jamal Mashburn stays on the Timberwolves. Dikembe Mutombo signs to the Knicks. I'm pretty sure he was there for a little bit at least. They also have a young Jalen Rose. Team has a good future, man. Anthony McDyess still really young, and he's still very solid. Chris Webber wins another MVP. That's crazy, bro. He's up to his third now? Maybe fourth? He averaged 31 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. I don't even know, man. This dude's just insane. Tim Duncan, Rookie of the Year, 15 and 10, 2.5 blocks a game. Allen Iverson, 6th Man of the Year, back-to-back years, 26 points off the bench. He's backing up Michael Jordan. It's gonna happen. Hakeem Olajuwon, another DPOY. That is his 4th DPOY. Peja Stojakovic, MIP, 21 points a game. That's really, really good. Lenny Wilkins wins Coach of the Year as the Timberwolves go 7 73-9. These are the All-NBA teams if you care. In the West, we have the Timberwolves as the first seed, and in the East, we have the Bulls back as the first seed. They haven't been the first seed in years, but I guess with Allen Iverson and Michael Jordan, it's kind of hard not to be the first seed. But let's see what happens in the first round. Timberwolves are the gentlemen sweep. The Nuggets take down the Mavericks in 5. We have the Sonics kind of upsetting the Kings in 4, and we have the Clippers with a gentleman sweep against the Jazz. Over in the East, we got the Bulls making it out quite easily in a gentleman sweep. We have the Pacers sweeping the Hornets. Okay, so there's no more titles for the Hornets this season at least. The Wizards take down the Knicks in 4, and we have the Magic taking down the MVP. Oh my goodness, that's just so sad. Chris Webber, the MVP, leading the Sixers to the 2nd seed just to get bounced by the 7th seed in 5 games. That is depressing. Charles Barkley is on a tear right now. Oh, and a 26-point triple-double, spoiled by Alonzo Mourning. Charles Barkley didn't even do that good that game, but look at the blocks. Alonzo Mourning almost had a triple-double. Now let's get through the second round. Let's go. The Bulls take it in 6 in the East, and the Wizards take down the Magic in 5. Over in the West, we got the Timberwolves with a sweep over Denver, and we have the Clippers with a 7-game series win over the Supersonics. Now we have the 1st and 2nd seed in the West, and then we have the 1st and 6th seed in the East. Let's see what happens. And the Wizards were kind of, you could just kind of tell they were going to get swept, with all due respect. And we have the Timberwolves taking down the Clippers in 6, and now we have the Chicago Bulls led by Michael Jordan and Allen Iverson facing off against the Timberwolves led by Jason Kidd, Christian Laettner, Jamal Mashburn. Let's get right into it. And this is an absolute blowout for the Timberwolves. Christian Laettner with 26, 14, and 4. Jamal Mashburn with 20. Michael Jordan with 23. Scottie Pippen with 19. Allen Iverson didn't do bad at all, but he just didn't shoot the ball as much as he should have probably. And the Timberwolves take a 1-0 series lead. Wow, the Timberwolves really ran away for this one. I don't know, it was like a 2-point game some point in the 4th, but the Timberwolves walk away with a 10-point victory. Jason Kidd with 31 points. Christian Laettner with 17 and 11. Oliver Miller with 17, God rest his soul. Allen Iverson led the way with 28 points, but it's not good enough, and the Timberwolves go up 2-0 in this series. Let's go to Game 3. Chicago's up by 1. Minnesota has 22 seconds. Jason Kidd now drives in on Iverson. Kidd out to Barry for the win, and he just misses it. And the Bulls stay alive to get a 1-point lead. That was literally the play to make by Jason Kidd. The Bulls make it out by the skin of their teeth. Scottie with 26 points, AI with 17. Michael Jordan played 33 minutes, had 7 points on 3 for 9. Didn't foul out. Just was ass. Christian Laettner did have 28 points. Jason Kidd with 27. Jamal Mashburn with 27 as well. But 19 free throws taken, 17 made. That's insane. John Barry had 2 points that game. What's his 3-point rating? It's a 92. The Bulls got extremely lucky. Somebody left him. I don't know who left him, but somebody left him. That was just luck. Pure luck that they got out of that alive. Now let's get into Game 4. And the Bulls take this one as well. Jason Kidd with 26 and 12. Christian Laettner with 24. Michael Jordan with 33 points. That's the Michael Jordan we all know and love. Well, some people don't love him, but Scottie Pippen with 27, 6, and 10. Allen Iverson with 24 as well. And the Chicago Bulls finally get it done. They're streaking together some great games. Let's get into Game 5. If you ever wanted a blueprint for how to respond in a playoff series, this is how you do it. Christian Laettner with 33 points, Jamal Mashburn with 30 points and 13 rebounds. Jason Kidd, 23 points, 8 rebounds, 13 assists. Iverson with 30, Michael Jordan with 15 on 17 attempts, and he fouled out. And the Timberwolves are up in this one, 3-2 in the series. What a series so far. And the Bulls respond. Mashburn with 34, Laettner with 30 points, 16 rebounds, and 7 assists. Iverson with 33. Willie Burton with 21 points. Hey, there you go. Michael Jordan with 14 and 10. He's having a really underwhelming series, or just honestly career ever since this video started, but whatever. The Chicago Bulls force a Game 7 on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's jump right into it. Well, shit. Jason Kidd with a 31-point triple-double. In Game 7, Christian Laettner with a 30-point game. Jamal Mashburn with 24. AI with 25. Jordan with 24. But the Minnesota Timberwolves win back-to-back NBA championships. 3 straight seasons in the finals. Jason Kidd with the finals MVP, averaging 23, 7, and 10 with 2.5 steals. Great series from all of them. Larry Bird calls it a career. He was on the Miami Heat. He was traded to the Miami Heat, I should say. He was part of the 50-100-100 club. Let's see how many shots he took. Oh, 3 for 3 and 14 for 14. Hey, there you go. Larry Nance also calls it a career. Manute Bol does too. Now the draft lottery in the 98 draft. The Grizzlies get the first pick, followed by the Pistons and the Toronto Raptors. Let's see what happens. Now with the first pick in the 98 draft, the Vancouver Grizzlies select Dirk Nowitzki out of Germany. There you go. You can't go wrong with that. The Pistons now with the second pick select Vince Carter out of North Carolina. The Toronto Raptors now with the third pick select Paul Pierce out of Kansas. Obviously, ideally, I think they'd want Vince Carter, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. I feel like he has ruined his reputation by being such a horrible analyst, but he was a dog, man. Probably one of the most underrated and underappreciated scorers we've ever seen. Now the Houston Rockets have back-to-back picks. With the fourth pick, they select... Oh wait, they trade. They trade for the... Whoa! Wait a minute! The Rockets trade the fourth pick and Kenny Smith for Dirk? That's crazy. Okay, so the Grizzlies select Anton Jamison. What? They just traded Dirk for Anton Jamison? That's ridiculous. Okay, so the Rockets have Dirk Nowitzki and now Mike Bibby. Oh my goodness. Rafer Alston goes to the Cavs at 6 and one legend. If you know, you know. Al Harrington goes to the Celtics. Rashard Lewis goes to the Suns at 10. Larry Hughes goes to the Cavs at 13. Ricky Davis 14th to the Trailblazers. Very solid. Bonzi Wells goes to the Cavs as well. Katino Mobley drops to 25th and goes to the Clippers. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if he got drafted by them, but he was there for a while. Jason Kidd is a free agent. He's won 2 NBA championships with the Timberwolves. Will he run it back? We'll have to find out, man. Terry Mills as well. Eddie Jones, Glenn Robinson. Dominique Wilkins re-signs with the Atlanta Hawks. He is old as balls in this. He's still putting up 11 a game. That's not bad at all. Dennis Rodman goes to the Cavs. He is very old too, isn't he? 73 overall. He's 37 years old. Charles Oakley signs to the Charlotte Hornets. These guys they're still going strong, but you could tell they're getting older. Larry Johnson's 29. That's not old at all, but he's getting older. Kendall Gill also 30 years old. Still an absolute bucket, 25 a game. Eddie Jones to the Celtics. Juwan Howard stays on the Pistons. You know, he's putting up almost a double-double a game. They now have Vince Carter and Chauncey Billups, so that's, you know, a solid team to ride the bench on. Sixers keep Glenn Robinson around. This team, how have they not made the finals? Look at this. The bench depth and everything, man. Jason Kidd stays on the Timberwolves. The Blazers re-signed Terry Mills. Kevin Willis stays on the Blazers as well. Chris Webber wins another MVP. 29, 13, and 5. A steal and almost 2 blocks a game. That's 4 MVPs. Vince Carter, Rookie of the Year, 21 points, 5 assists, a steal and a block a game. Sheldon Hansen, 6th Man of the Year, 14 points off the bench. Alonzo Mourning, DPOY, his first. Okay. Finally dethrones Hakeem Olajuwon, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks a game. Dante Jones now with 15 points, 6 rebounds for the MIP. And the Pacers go 67 and 15. All NBA teams if y'all care. We have the Minnesota Timberwolves winning the West with the first seed. And in the East, we have the Indiana Pacers as the first seed. Let's get through the first round. And the Heat get swept by the Pacers. The Bulls get swept by the Bucks. The Hornets, I think their dynasty or their half dynasty is done now, as they get taken out in 4 games by the MVP Chris Webber and his Sixers. The Knicks take down the Wizards in 5. Over in the West, we got, the Lakers actually put up a big fight there. The Timberwolves have to take them to 5 games, and then they win it. Mavericks take down the Sonics in 5. Denver pulls off an upset. They sweep the 3rd seed Warriors. That's surprising. And the Clippers upset the 2nd seed Kings in 4 games. Interesting. Let's get through the second round. The Timberwolves take down the Mavericks, as they should. And the Clippers, they're upsetting. Actually, not really an upset. These 2 teams are kind of even, to be honest. They're just the 7th seed. They shouldn't be in this position, but they make it to the conference finals after taking down the Nuggets in 6. Over in the East, we have the Pacers taking down the Bucks in 5 games, making it to the conference finals. And we have the Philadelphia 76ers finally getting to the conference finals again, and they take down the Knicks in 6. Now, we have the 1st and 3rd seed in the East, and we have the 1st and 7th seed in the West. Let's see who makes it to the finals. Oh my gosh, and the Sixers don't get it done. They're facing Shaq and Allen Houston, man. And Sharif Abdur-Rahim. Chris Webber with 37, 11, and 6. Man, he is just different, but he can't do anything because, I mean, he has a good team, obviously, but he can't do much. And a sweep for the Timberwolves as well. So we have the Timberwolves and Pacers. Let's get through the first game. And this was an absolute blowout for the Pacers, surprisingly. Christian Laettner with 19 points. Shaq with 23 and 14 shuts him right down. Chuck Person with 16 as well. And the Pacers take a 1-0 series lead. Game 2, let's see what happens. And another blowout win. What the hell's going on here? Doug West with 22 points. Christian Laettner with 13. He is getting shut down and he has 6 fouls. Hold on a minute. That's what happened here. Dislocated left patella. Broken right hand for Jamal Mashburn. That's 2 of their top 3 players. Christian Laettner, I don't know if he can do it on his own, man. And the same old story all over again. Doug West with 26, but Michael Williams with 28 points. Cedric Ceballos with 21. Sharif Abdurrahim with 18. Shaq with 12 and 12, 4 blocks. He's doing his part, man. He's doing great. And now the Pacers are up 3-0. Will they pull off the sweep? Let's find out. Okay, the Timberwolves are alive. Wait a minute. Doug West with 36, Laettner with 34 and 15. There we go. Shaq with 18 and 10, shot inefficient. Allen Houston with 12, also shot pretty inefficient. This whole team shot pretty inefficient, I won't even lie, but the Timberwolves stay alive. The Pacers are down by 1 here. Michael Williams with the ball. They have a chance to win this one, and it'll be for the title. They're up 3-1 in the series. It's win or go home for Minnesota here. They need a stop. Let's see what happens. Title is on the line. 5 seconds to go. Illegal screen. Are you... Wait, that's a blocking... Wait, what? Oh my god. It was an illegal screen. It was. I knew it. I just second-guessed myself. They need to play the foul game. Chris Whitney at the line. I don't know how good he shoots free throws. 90%. That's pretty damn reliable. He's going to have to make it a difficult shot for Indiana if they want to tie this one up. He makes the second one. Okay, they lead by 3 now. All right, Indiana has 5 seconds to work with. Where do they go with this? They get it to Houston. Allen Houston, contested 3, and he hits it! No, it was a 2. His foot was on the line. He takes the longest 2 possible. He makes it, though. What the hell? Doug West at the line. His field goal percentage is abysmal. He makes the first one, though. Second free throw for Doug West, and he hits it. Okay, no timeouts. Half court to tie the game. Timberwolves stay alive. They force game 6 now. Doug West with 20 points. Horrible efficiency, but he shot 14 for 14 from the line. And now it's game 6. And the Pacers come to their senses, and they win the NBA championship here in 1999. Shaq wins the finals MVP, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks a game. Really good defensive stats. Efficiency is really good. Free throw line efficiency is, well, it's Shaq. Isaiah Thomas, the OG Isaiah Thomas, retires after 17 years. Derek Harper retires. Patrick Ewing retires as well. Dennis Rodman, too. Now the draft lottery, the 99 draft. And the Raptors landed the first overall pick, followed by the Jazz and the Cavs. With the first pick in the 99 draft, the Raptors select Baron Davis out of UCLA. BD was a problem back then, man. He's going to be so good for them. But they do have Steve Nash still. How is that going to work? Utah with the second pick selects Manu Ginobili out of Argentina. Very solid pick. Cleveland with the third pick selects Steve Francis out of Maryland. There we go. The Lakers with the fourth pick select Kenny Thomas out of New Mexico. The Cavs now with the fifth pick select... They trade. Wait, they trade the fifth pick. They trade. Whoa. The Cavs trade the Spurs' fifth pick and Jared Mustaf for Calbert Chaney and Reggie Lewis. 285 overalls from the Bucks. That's insane. Okay, so the Bucks draft Sean Marion. They flip 2 old 85 overalls for Sean Marion. And Andre Miller goes 6th to the Hawks. Elton Brand goes to the Suns at 7. Kirilenko goes to the Grizzlies. Rip Hamilton goes to the Celtics. Lamar Odom to the Mavericks. Corey Maggette to the Pistons. Jason Terry to the Celtics. I don't think the memory of him as a Celtic is a good one. It's him getting LeBron's nuts in his mouth, but whatever. Wally Zerbiak goes to the Clippers at 16. Ron Artest to the Wizards. We have KG as a free agent, as well as Antonio McDyess. The Wizards re-sign KG. Robert Horry re-signs to the Denver Nuggets. Drazen Petrovic re-signs to the New Jersey Nets. Antonio McDyess re-signs to the Knicks. Wow, look at this center and forward core. Antonio McDyess, Jermaine O'Neal, Dikembe Mutombo, and Rick Smits. That's insane. Michael Finley signs to the Jazz. Bro, Chris Webber wins another MVP. Manu wins Rookie of the Year, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal and a half, almost a block a game. Don House wins 6th Man of the Year, 9 and 9 off the bench, 8% from 3. Well, that's, the rest of the stats aren't that bad, all right? KG wins DPOY. He averaged 27 and 14, 3 blocks and a steal and a half, 5 assists too. And look at the shooting splits too. It's amazing. MIP goes to Dante Jones. 15 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. That's really solid, actually. And the Mavericks go 62 and 20. Here are the All-NBA teams for anyone who cares. In the West, we obviously got the Mavericks with the first seed. And in the East, we have the Sixers with the first seed. Let's see what happens in the first round. And the Sixers make it out of the first round quite easily. The Detroit Pistons take down the Bucks in 5. The defending champion Pacers take down the Magic in 4. And the Charlotte Hornets back up to the second seed. They take down the Cleveland Cavaliers in 4 as well. Over in the West, we have the Mavericks getting through the Lakers easily. The Sonics taking down the Nuggets in 5. The Timberwolves taking down the Trailblazers in 4. And the Kings taking out the Golden State Warriors, led by Kobe, I'm pretty sure is still in the Warriors. Let's get through the second round now. Let's go. We have the Milwaukee Mavericks. We got the Milwaukee Mavericks. That sound like that one guy. I can't remember his name. That's not Milwaukee. The Dallas Mavericks get past the Seattle Supersonics in 7. We got the Timberwolves sweeping the Kings and getting back to the conference finals. We have a gentleman's sweep for the Sixers as they get to the conference finals, facing off against the Charlotte Hornets as the gentlemen swept the defending NBA champion Indiana Pacers. Let's see what happens in the conference finals. We got the 1 and 2 seed in the East and the 1 and 3 seed in the West. This will be very interesting. Well, it wasn't very interesting for Chris Webber. He's won 5 MVPs and he hasn't made it to the finals yet. This is ridiculous. Look at this game. 23, 14, and 6 with 4 steals and 6 blocks. Get this man a serviceable team, bro. We see the Hornets and the Timberwolves in the finals. I'm pretty sure we've seen that before. Yep, we did. The very first year that the Hornets won, Christian Laettner won the finals MVP, although he lost in the finals. But let's see what happens. This is the rematch of all rematches. Not really, but it's a rematch nonetheless. All right, we jump in. Oh, that's not the camera I want. We jump in now with 19 seconds left of Game 1. Minnesota and Charlotte. It is tied at 91 apiece. Wesley screen up top by Larry Johnson. Wesley has a contested midi. He won't take it. Johnson for the win, and he hits it. Larry Johnson over Christian Laettner, and they steal Game 1. I don't think they can even get a shot off. I don't think 2K can program their AIs to get a shot off in 0.2 seconds. Yeah, no. That was a weird shot to take anyways. Kendall Gill leads the way with 18. Larry Johnson, 18 points, 11 rebounds, shot 6 for 15. He was shooting 5 for 14 before shooting that shot. But it was the clutch shot of his life. And the Hornets go up 1-0. Let's see what happens in Game 2. We jump in now. Game 2. Doug West is at the free throw line. The Timberwolves are up by 3 points with 33 seconds left. And West misses the free throw, but rebound by Hill. And he misses it. He has a very small man guarding him. I don't know exactly who that is, but it's a very small man. Speaking of very small man, Hansen now. He looks... Oh, are you serious? That was an illegal screen by Larry Johnson. Are you kidding me? I don't know. Price at the line, though. First free throw, and it goes. It probably is Mark Price. I don't know. Second free throw for him, and it goes, and it's a 5-point game now. Charlotte needs a bucket, and they need one now. They can't have no illegal screens. So Perry now. Perry finding Hansen. Back to Perry. Shot for 3, and he hits it. Perry, I don't know who that is. They will take that for sure. But first one, he's injured too. Oh, no. Okay, first one goes. It's a 3-point game to make it a 2-possession go. To make it a 2-possession game, and he does. Now they need a quick 3 and a foul. Larry Johnson for 3 contested, and it goes off the rim and right into the hands of Mark Price, and that's it. The Timberwolves take this one and tie this series at 1 apiece. Larry Johnson with 20 points. Jason Kidd, though, with 29 points. He iced the game with the free throws. Doug West with a great game, too. Jamal Mashburn, 15. Christian Laettner didn't have as many points as he usually does. Did he foul out? I wonder. No, he did not. He's still at 13 points, 15 rebounds, 3 blocks. Still making the impacts he normally does. Let's see what happens in Game 3. Let's go. The Timberwolves take this one. Jason Kidd with 25, Christian Laettner with 24, 8 and 4, and they make it a 2-1 series lead for themselves. Let's get right into Game 4, man. And the Timberwolves take this one as well. Jason Kidd with 27, Christian Laettner with 27 and 16. And now the Timberwolves are up 3-1 in this series. Let's get into it right away. And the Timberwolves get it done. Jamal Mashburn leading the way with 27 points. And the Timberwolves win once again. Christian Laettner, another Finals MVP. Michael Jordan calls it a career. He finishes a 2-time NBA champion, 3-time MVP, 2-time Finals MVP, 14-time All-Star. Great career, amazing Hall of Fame career, but he is nowhere near in the GOAT qualifications now. We have Dominique Wilkins and James Worthy also retiring as well. And the draft lottery goes to the San Antonio Spurs, followed by the New Jersey Nets and the Hawks. With the first pick in the 2000 draft, the Spurs select Kenyon Martin out of Cincinnati. I mean, he went first in real life, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he did. He was really solid. Second pick now, the New Jersey Nets select Darius Miles. These are two like really hard finishers. I'm gonna take that out of the video. What the fuck? The Atlanta Hawks now select Jamal Crawford out of Michigan. I mean, Jamal Crawford, you know. Miami now with the 4th pick selects Stromile Swift. That's 3 of the 4 players drafted so far that are some of the best dunkers. I mean, I've said it in last video, I said it this video. Stromile Swift is probably one of the most underrated in-game dunkers I've seen, especially for his height and just his size in general. Now the Boston Celtics with the 5th pick select Michael Redd out of Ohio State. That's a W pickup right there, man. We got Hedo Turkoglu going 6 to the Grizzlies. Jamal McGlure went to the Miami Heat. Raptors legend, if you know, you know. Also, former All-Star. I don't want to hear your opinions on that. He was an All-Star. That's the bottom line. Mo Pete goes to the Rockets at 10. Q Rich goes to the Knicks. He was there for a while in real life. Kobe Bryant is now a free agent along with Iverson, Ray Allen, Stojakovic, Steve Nash, Marcus Camby, Stephon Marbury. The whole 96 draft class is now free agents, essentially, unless they've signed their extensions, but we'll see what happens, man. I'm excited to see where Kobe goes. Iverson re-signs to the Bulls. W pickup from them. Derek Fisher stays on the Mavericks. Kobe re-signs to the Warriors. Pedro Stojakovic stays on the Suns. Steve Nash stays to the Raptors. Ray Allen stays on the Mavericks. Reggie Miller off the bench too. Oh, that's disgusting. Marcus Camby stays a Celtic. Ben Wallace stays on the Bucks. Sharif Abdur-Rahim stays with the Pacers. Jermaine O'Neal stays on the Knicks. We got Zydrunas Ilgauskas staying on the Supersonics. A lot of people just re-signing, to be honest. And the 2001 MVP goes to Kevin Garnett. 28 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and 2.5 blocks. Kenyon Martin, Rookie of the Year, 16 points, 6 rebounds for the Spurs. Baron Davis, 6th Man of the Year. I told you he'd be backing up Steve Nash. He's averaging 15 points, 5 assists off the bench. Sean Kemp, DPOY. Wow, 13 rebounds, a steal and a half, and 3 blocks a game. That's not bad at all. Tracy McGrady, MIP, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Also 2 blocks a game. Damn. And the Mavericks go 64 and 18. All NBA teams. In the West, we obviously have the Mavericks taking home the first seed. And in the East, we have the Charlotte Hornets back on top. Okay, they overthrew the 76ers. Let's get through the first round. Okay, the Hornets get through in 5 games. The Pacers get through in 5 games. The Wizards get through in 5 games. And the Sixers get through in 4. Over in the West, we have the Warriors upsetting the first seed in 5 games. We have the Vancouver Grizzlies taking down the Rockets in a sweep. We have the Timberwolves taking down the Suns in 4. And we have the Lakers sweeping the Kings. Let's get through the second round. Vancouver takes down the Grizzlies in 5. We got the Timberwolves making the conference finals again, looking for 4 straight NBA championships as they take down the Lakers in 6. Over in the East, we have an upset, actually. The Pacers taking down the Charlotte Hornets in 5 games. The Wizards being gentlemen swept by the Philadelphia 76ers, led by Chris Webber. Now Chris Webber has a chance to get his revenge over Shaq and the Pacers. They both have really good teams, so let's see what happens here. And he finally does. The curse is broken. Chris Webber and the Philadelphia 76ers take down Shaq and the Pacers. They both had really good games. Chris Webber with 27, 9, and 7. 2 steals and 2 blocks. Shaq with 31 and 14. But the Sixers get it done. And the Grizzlies get eliminated by the Timberwolves. And they get taken out in 6. And now we have the Timberwolves versus the Sixers. This is the Timberwolves' 6th straight finals. But they've won 3. Game 1, let's go. And the Timberwolves take game 1. Jason Kidd with 23 points leading the way. Chris Webber, who's injured but recovering, so he's not necessarily injured. He had 28, 14, and 7. An amazing game for him. But the Timberwolves take game 1. Let's get right into game 2. And the Sixers respond. Christian Laettner with 18 and 10, but Chris Webber with 47, 17, and 2 blocks. What a game for C-Web. And he leads the Sixers to a Game 2 victory, tying the series at 1. Ooh, what a comeback. Okay, it was a 2-possession game. They scored with a second left. What a game, though. Christian Laettner with 27 points. Jason Kidd with 20 and 12 with 4 steals as well. Very close game. Chris Webber with 30 points, 13 rebounds. And now the Sixers are up 2-1 in this series. And the Sixers, in very convincing fashion, take down the Timberwolves. Glenn Robinson leading the way with 29 points. Chris Webber with 23, 13, and 8, though 3 blocks. An amazing game from both stars. And the Sixers find themselves up 3-1 in this series. And the Sixers absolutely blow this game out of the water. Chris Webber with 32, 11, and 8 with 4 blocks. And with that, finally, years of hard work, 5 MVPs later, Chris Webber makes the finals for the first time and takes home a ring. 32 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and 2.5 blocks. He's easily the best player in this whole entire sim, without a doubt in my mind. And now he solidified it with a ring. A lot of retirements. We got Mark Eaton, Hakeem Olajuwon, Diddy, Scott Skiles, a bunch of other players, Horace Grant as well, all calling it a career. And now we got the draft lottery. This will be the last season of this sim, and we got the Rockets winning it. It's Atlanta's pick originally, but the Rockets get it, followed by the New Jersey Nets and the Utah Jazz. Now at the first pick in the 01 draft, the Rockets select Joe Johnson out of Arkansas. Okay. New Jersey with the second pick selects Pau Gasol out of Spain. Utah with the third pick selects Gilbert Arenas out of Arizona. San Antonio with the fourth pick selects Tony Parker. He stays. Just like in real life, he gets drafted to the Spurs out of France. The Bulls now at the fifth pick select Shane Battier out of Duke. I'm not mad at that. He's a very solid player, turned into a very solid role player for a contending and championship winning team. Tyson Chandler went number 6 to the Clippers. Richard Jefferson went 7 to the Heat. Jason Richardson went to the Bucks at 9. Eddie Curry to the Celtics at 10. Zach Randolph went to the Rockets at 11. Gerald Wallace to the Pacers at 22. And the greatest of all time, Kwame Brown, goes to the Clippers at 27th. Free agents, now we got Tim Duncan, T-Mac, Chauncey Billups, and a bunch of other really solid players. Dikembe Mutombo signs to the Miami Heat. Cavaliers re-signed Tim Duncan, there you go. David Robinson re-signs to the Spurs. The Suns re-signed T-Mac. D. Brown, T-Mac, Peja Stojakovic, Rashard Lewis, Elton Brand. That's crazy. Chauncey Billups re-signs with the Pistons. And in the final season of this video, Tim Duncan wins the MVP. 24 and 13, 2.5 blocks a game. It's really solid. Gilbert Arenas Rookie of the Year, 21 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Okay. Baron Davis, 6th Man of the Year once again. 16 points, 6 assists off the bench for the Raptors. Sean Kemp, DPOY, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks. That's crazy how he's still doing this good in 2002. Wally Zerbiak, MIP, 17 points a game. Charlie Hall leads the Cavs to a 63 and 19 record. All NBA teams for those who care. Also, we see here, torn left MCL. He probably didn't play much, did he? He played 74 games. He'll be back in 1 to 2 weeks, so if his team can make it. Okay, they do make it as the 2nd seed in the East, either way. Leading the way with the 1st seed in the West, we got the Suns, and we got the Cavs in the East. The Sixers did make it as a 2nd seed, so maybe if they could pull through in the 1st round, maybe even they might have to go through the 2nd round as well. Maybe Chris Webber will come back, so hopefully they do. Let's see what happens in the 1st round. In the West, we got the Suns taking down the Rockets in 4. We got the Timberwolves taking down the Lakers in 4. The Jazz upset the Kings in 4. I feel like the Jazz are just constantly getting upset. Like, I feel like they've been like the top 3, top 4 seed. They just keep losing. And the former Vancouver, but now Memphis Grizzlies take down the Dallas Mavericks in 5 games. I can count. Over the East, we got the Knicks upsetting the Cavaliers in 4. We got the Hornets taking down the Pistons in 5. Pacers taking down the Raptors in 4. And we got the Chris Webber-less Sixers taking down the Washington Wizards in 5. Let's get through the 2nd round. And the Sixers fall. Chris Webber did play. He had 37, 10, and 4 with 5 blocks, but it doesn't matter. He averaged 30 points, 11 rebounds, but they couldn't get it done. Sharif Abdur-Rahim with 27 and 17. Shaq with 21 and 10. Allen Houston with 22. What a series from those guys. Holy shit. We also have the Charlotte Hornets taking down the Knicks in 5 games as well, making the conference finals once again. I feel like these teams have faced in the conference finals quite a bit. We have the 1st seed Suns going out sad, getting bounced in 6 by the Timberwolves. Who else but the Timberwolves, right? They make another conference finals. They've made 6 straight NBA finals. If they can get past the Utah Jazz, the 6th seed. I feel like the conference finals, they usually don't have to face a top seed unless they are the top seed. But they faced the Utah Jazz, who beat the Memphis Grizzlies in 7. Let's see what happens in the conference finals. Okay, wow, the Jazz were up 3-2, or it was at least 3-2. I think it might have been 3-1. And the Timberwolves ended up coming back and winning 4-3. What a series, man. Jason Kidd with almost a triple-double to close out the series. That's a great game. In the East, the Pacers take down the Hornets in 7 as well. Let's get right into game 1. Timberwolves and Pacers in the finals. This has happened before. I think they've each taken one on each other. The Pacers have won 2 titles in this. These two have faced before in the finals, and the Pacers won in 6. And the Pacers run away with this one. Christian Laettner with 31 and 10. Jason Kidd with 22, 9 and 10 with 3 steals. That's a great game right there. But Shareef Abdur-Rahim leads the way with 27 and 14. This dude's like amazing. He's averaging 24 and 10 for the whole entire playoffs. Michael Williams with 18. Allen Houston with 13. Shaq kind of took the night off. He fouled out in 16 minutes. That's embarrassing. 17 minutes actually. I can read. Game 1 goes to the Pacers. Let's see what happens in game 2. And the Pacers take it. Christian Laettner with 26 and 15, but Shareef Abdur-Rahim with 36 and 10, Shaq with 24 and 12, and the Pacers take a 2-0 series lead. Game 3, here we are. We're tied at 102. Jason Kidd's at the line now. 27 seconds left in the game. He splashes the first one, and the Timberwolves are up by 1 point. Can they go up by 2? Jason Kidd getting MVP chance, and he has 35 points now, and the Timberwolves are up by 2. 27 seconds left. Chuck Person on the inbound gets it into Allen Houston. Wow, watch the line, buddy. Shaq now takes it up and makes it the easy layup. That was kind of a late contest right there. 17 seconds left. The game is tied. Price up top. Oh, 4 seconds. 3, 2 for the win, and he just misses it. We'll have overtime to decide this one. All right, I'm gonna simcast OT, and we're going to see what happens. I'll see if I have to jump in. Let's go. 36 seconds left. Indiana's up by 2 in OT. Let's see what happens here. Mark Price doing something. Okay, 3 in the key. Anyone? Jason Kidd, you're going to have to shoot. Oh, never mind. 7 seconds. Jason Kidd, midi, wide open, and he hits it, and he ties the game at 114. They need to wait for the last shot here. Allen Houston now being guarded by Jason Kidd. A screen would be ideal. Oh, Houston's just going to take it, and he gets fouled by Jason Kidd with 7 seconds left. Allen Houston at the line. He needs both. He needs both. First one goes down. Let's see, man. Second one. Allen Houston, Mr. All Buckets with a free throw, and it goes in. 7 seconds left, and they're going to get it to Jason Kidd. They need this bucket. Jason Kidd, why is he so deep for the win? And he misses it. Why was he so deep? What an idiot. He had 39 points. Matter of fact, I'm going to shut my mouth. The dude did his job. He did more than his job. Christian Laettner with 29 and 11 as well. Allen Houston with 29 points. Game-winning free throws. Shareef Abdur-Rahim 27 and 12. Shaq with 20 and 10 with 5 blocks. And now the Pacers have a 3-0 series lead. Will they pull off a sweep, or will the Timberwolves stay alive? Let's find out right now. And the Timberwolves stay alive. Christian Laettner with 32 and 12. Jason Kidd with a 24-point triple-double. Allen Houston with 18. The Timberwolves stay alive. It's still do or die for them, though. Let's get into Game 5. The Pacers are up 3-1 in this series. They have 16 seconds left. They're down by 2. Will they get it? They get it to Shaq. Okay. Oh, Michael Williams. That's a wide-open layup. What? He missed it! No way! How does he get minutes in the finals if he's missing layups? Jason Kidd, I don't know what the fuck he did, but he must have terrified him. I cannot believe he missed that. That was a wide open layup. And Kidd hits the first free throw. He needs to miss this if the Pacers want to have a hope in hell. Please. And it goes down. Oh, they don't have timeout. This one's over, isn't it? If they can hit a quick 3 right here, they get it. Allen Houston, he's going to have to pull up a smothered 3. He does, and he misses it, and that will do it. The Timberwolves stay alive and force Game 6. Shareef Abdur-Rahim with 28 and 11. Shaq with 21 and 9. Jason Kidd with 42, 11, and 15 for a triple-double. What a game. Christian Laettner with 21 and 14. Wow. And it is now 3-2. The Timberwolves are creeping back. Can they force a Game 7, or will the Pacers take this one? And the Timberwolves do the unthinkable. Jason Kidd leads the way with 21 and 11. Didn't get many assists that game. He wanted to get things done his own way. Oh my goodness, that's a problem. Drew Dawson. He played 15 minutes, got 19 points to lead the team. He shot 14 free throws. Shaq, 29 minutes, 4 points, and fouled out. That is ridiculous. The Pacers have fallen off. The Pacers fall off needs to be studied. Game 7, it all comes down to this. We jump into Game 7 now. 20 seconds left on the clock. The Pacers are down by 1 point. Screen up top by Shaq. No, not really a screen, but he gets the ball anyways. Shaq, wide open layup. Hill on the inbound, finds Doug West. Doug West now takes it in. He has to push a contested shot, and he misses it. And Indiana wins another NBA championship. That is 7 straight finals for the Timberwolves, but they win only 3. I'm acting like that's a bad thing, but the Pacers win their third NBA championship of this sim. The Indiana Pacers win the NBA championship, led by Shareef Abdur-Rahim, averaging 23, 11, and 3, with a steal and a block and a half. Really good shooting splits, and they get it done in the last season of this sim. As we look at the titles, we started in the 91-92 season. The Chicago Bulls beat the Portland Trailblazers in 7, led by Michael Jordan. Then we had the Charlotte Hornets making the finals twice in a row, the first time beating the Supersonics in 7, led by Kendall Gill, and in the back-to-back years, they beat the Lakers in 5, led by Kendall Gill. Then in 95, we had the Pacers taking down the Clippers in 5, led by Shaq. 96, we had the Charlotte Hornets taking down the Timberwolves in 7, led by Larry Johnson, but Christian Laettner won the Finals MVP in a losing effort. That was Charlotte's third title in 4 seasons. Then we had the Timberwolves winning 2 in a row. First of all, sweeping the Magic, led by Christian Laettner, and then taking down the Bulls in 7, led by Jason Kidd. Then we had the Pacers winning their second title, taking down Minnesota, led by Shaq. They take them down in 6. Then in 2000, we had the Timberwolves back in the finals, winning against the Charlotte Hornets, led by Christian Laettner. Then in 2001, we had Philadelphia, led by Chris Webber, taking down the Timberwolves in 5. And then in 2002, we had the Pacers beating the Timberwolves in 7, led by Shareef Abdur-Rahim. The Timberwolves made the finals in 7 straight seasons and ended up winning 3 NBA championships out of it. The Charlotte Hornets made the NBA finals 4 times and won 3. That is insane. The Pacers made the NBA finals 3 times and won 3 times. We started off with Clyde Drexler winning MVP, then Diddy, then Michael Jordan, then Chris Webber winning his first. Christian Laettner won 1, and then we had 4 straight seasons of Chris Webber for 5 total for him. Then we had KG and Tim Duncan to wrap it up. Rookie of the Year, we had Larry Johnson, Shaq, Chris Webber, Jason Kidd, Kevin Garnett, Steve Nash, Tim Duncan, Vince Carter, Manu Ginobili, Kenyon Martin, and Gilbert Arenas. Sixth Man of the Year, we had Detlef Schrempf coming off. Well, he won one before the sim started, but then he won back-to-back when the sim did start. Then we had Rick Smits, Vin Baker, Mookie Blaylock, Ron Harper, 2 years of Allen Iverson, Sheldon Hansen, Don House, and 2 back-to-back seasons of Baron Davis. DPOY, we had back-to-back seasons of David Robinson. We had Michael Jordan, 4 straight years of Hakeem Olajuwon, Alonzo Mourning, KG, and 2 straight seasons of Sean Kemp. MIP, we had Sean Kemp winning in the first season, Steve Henson, Latrell Sprewell, Jamal Mashburn, Keith Webster, Kurt Thomas, Peja Stojakovic, Dante Jones twice winning the MIP, which is not really how it works, but alright. Tracy McGrady and Wally Zerbiak as well. And with that, that will do it for this video. If you guys enjoy it, please leave a like and make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to see more sims. I have a couple ideas of where I want to go with this, but also stay tuned in the next while, maybe a couple weeks, for resimming the entire NBA, and I'll start in 1983 and we'll go up from there all the way to the current day. But I will see y'all in the next one.